Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient etherized upon a table. Let us go through half-deserted streets, the muttering retreats of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells, streets that follow like tedious argument of insidious intent, to lead you to an overwhelming question. Well, don't ask, what is it? Let us go and make our visit. In the room, the women come and go, and talking of Michelangelo, the yellow fog that rubs its back upon the window panes, the yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle on the window panes, licked its tongue into the corners of the evening, lingered upon the pools that stand in drains, let fall upon its back the soot that falls from chimneys, slipped by the terrace, made a sudden leap, and seeing it was an October night, curled once about the house and fell asleep. And indeed there will be time, for the yellow smoke that slides along the street, rubbing its back on the window panes, there will be time. There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. There will be time to murder and create, and time for all the works on days of hands that lift and drop a question on your plate. Time for you, time for me, and time yet for 100 indecisions and 100 revisions and visions before taking toast and tea. In the room, the women come and go, and talking of Michelangelo, and indeed there will be time to wonder, do I dare? Do I dare? Time to turn back and descend the stair with a bowl patch in the middle of my hair, and they will say, how his hair has grown thin. My morning coat, my collar mounting firmly to the chin, my necktie rich and modest, but asserted by a simple pin, and they will say, but his arms and his legs are thin. Do I dare? Disturb the universe? In a minute there is time for decisions and revisions, which a minute will reverse. For I have known them all already, known them all. I have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I've measured out my life with coffee spoons. I know the voice is dying with dying fall beneath the music from the farther room. How should I presume? I have known eyes already, known them all, eyes that fix you with a formulated phrase, and when I'm formulated, sprawling on a pin, when I am pinned and wriggling to the wall, then how should I begin to spit out the butt ends of my days and ways? How should I presume? I've known the arms already, known them all, arms that are braceleted and white and bare, but in the lamplight down with brown hair. Is it perfume from a dress that makes me digress? Arms that lay along the table or wrap around like a shawl. And how then should I presume? How should I begin? Shall I say I've gone at dusk through the narrow streets and watched the smoke that rises from the pipes of lonely men in shirt sleeves leaning out of windows? Should I have been a pair of ragged claws scuttling along the floors of silent seas? And the afternoon, the evening sleeps so peacefully, smothered by long fingers, asleep, tired, or it malingers, stretched on the floor here beside you and me. Should I, after tea and cakes and ices, have the strength to force the moment to its crisis? But though I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed, though I've seen my head, grown slightly bald, brought upon a platter, I am no prophet, and here's no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker. I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and snicker, and in short, I was afraid. And would it have been worth it after all? After the cups and the marmalade and the tea, upon the porcelain, among some talk of you and me, would it have been worthwhile to have bitten off the matter with a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball and rolled it towards some overwhelming question and say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all. I shall tell you all. If one settling a pillow by her head should say, that's not what I meant at all. That is not it at all. Would it have been worth it after all? Would it have been worthwhile after the sunsets and the dooryards and the sprinkled streets, after the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts that trail along the floor, and this and so much more? It's impossible to say just what I mean. But as if a magic lantern threw its nerves in patterns on a screen, would it have been worthwhile? If one, settling a pillow or throwing off a shawl and turning towards the window, should say, that's not it at all. That is not what I meant at all. Now, I'm no Prince Hamlet, nor was I meant to be. I'm an attendant lord, or the one that will to swell the progress, to start a scene or two, to advise the prince, no doubt an easy tool, deferential, glad to be of use, politic, cautious and meticulous, full of high sentence, but a bit obtuse, at times indeed almost ridiculous, almost at times the fool. I grow old. I grow old. I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled. I shall part my hair behind. Do I dare eat a peach? I shall wear white flannelled trousers and walk upon the beach. I have heard the mermaids singing, each to each. I do not think they sing to me. I have seen them riding seaward on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves blown back, with the wind blows the waters white and black. We have lingered in the chambers of the sea, till the seagulls wreathed with seaweed red and brown, till human voices wake us and we drown.